Well, Matters of Policy tonight is considering the anti-homosexuality bill that is in Parliament, tabled by Honorable David Bahati, Member of Parliament for Ndora West. And we're talking to him tonight, as well as Pastor Martin Ssempa, who yesterday did lead an anti-homosexuality demonstration here in Kampala, did cause a bit of ruckus, as a matter of fact. And he's here to tell us a little bit about that and what lies ahead in the fight against homosexuality, especially in the face of growing opposition from the powers that be, from the West, the Americas, and Europe as well. When a big brother say no to this, I mean, it does take guts for somebody to say, whatever the donors say, we're going to stand up what we believe in. Martin, talk to me about the reaction that you saw from the West, from the Americas, and as well as the Europeans. I mean, do you feel intimidated, or you feel this is our moment, we're going to get with it?
First, I think that I want to thank God for Honorable David Bahati, as well as the members of Parliament, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, the President, the Cabinet. I really want to thank God because they've taken such a hit and pressure for having introduced this very progressive law. This law is different from any other countries in the world. So I want to thank God, and I want to thank Honorable Bahati, and I ask everybody to support our Cabinet, our members of Parliament, and our President. The second thing, you asked Honorable Bahati about, this is not a new law. You pointed something. There is an element where some media practitioners, both in Uganda, I've looked at papers like The Monitor, Observer, Reuters, and others, where they are, whether knowingly or unknowingly, misleading the public. That they are saying that the law is criminalizing homosexuality. And that is not true. Homosexuality, as you said, has been criminal for at least 50 years. Section 145 of our Penal Code, our Constitution, is clear that it's an unnatural sexual offenses. However, they've not been as defined clearly as Honorable Bahati has mentioned out. The other part is the missing propaganda conspiracy to promote it. So there has been misinformation. And unfortunately, it's been deliberate in some cases. So some of the homosexual sympathizers from Europe, from America, who are always looking to spread the gospel of homosexuality, when they hear that now Uganda is going to criminalize homosexuality, they think that, oh my God, these people are taking the right away of homosexuals. We better come in and demand that they don't take the rights away. So unfortunately, because of that, there has been some countries that either knowingly or unknowingly have threatened cutting off funding. Businesses that are saying, no, if you stop homosexuals having freedom, we will not visit Uganda. Diplomatic tensions have come. Sweden has threatened to cut off aid. Obama has used his pulpit to be a bully, okay? Very undemocratic by saying that he doesn't support this bill, even before the bill is discussed exhaustively. You see, Gordon Brown at Commonwealth came out and voiced his concern and said, no, this, and Gordon Brown had promised that he would use his pulpit as a bully pulpit to expand homosexual rights across the world. Canada, people in the HIV/AIDS community. So in this regard, this progressive bill, I don't call it controversial, I call it very progressive, has unfortunately received negative coverage. And part of it is our local media. The second part that I've found is that there is deliberate obfuscation of information. There is deliberate withholding of information to create a deception. Now, one of the sections in the bill is aggravated homosexuality, which is equal to aggravated defilement. The same way you defile a girl and you receive capital punishment is the same way you defile a boy. We are saying, the law is saying, equal rights, equal responsibility, equal protection. So if a man rapes a boy who's below 18 or a woman rapes a girl who's below 18, or a handicapped person, those two, or even if the perpetrator can be any different, if you do that, these two victims that are being protected termed as aggravated homosexuality. Now, unfortunately, this is pedophilia. This is rape. Unfortunately, whenever Monitor or other newspapers are reporting, they usually say that this bill recommends death in some cases. So when you say some cases, and you've already said that there is no law, that you are introducing a new law, people are getting hysterical. Because now when they say some cases, think that these guys are lining up homosexuals and shooting them in a firing squad. They're looking at Honorable David Bahati as Nazi. They're calling him Hitler. They're calling us, the president. There has been irresponsible journalism of the highest order in this. And there is necessity to check it. But on the last end, my brother, Tegule, I want to say, there is even if Sweden, my message is, even if Sweden decides to cut off aid, our response is simple. If the price for getting malaria mosquito nets or fancidas or HIV drugs is receiving sodomy and homosexuality, then we are saying we'd rather die in dignity with our malaria than betray the 5,000 years of written history of from Timbuktu, from Cairo, from Buganda, Bunyoro, all the way down to South Africa. Our fathers have handed down to us the knowledge homosexuality is illegal. Even if Obama says that it is illegal 1,000 times, Hillary Clinton dances around 1,000 times, and they are joined to roll on the ground to beg us. I mean, really, I've said, look, if Obama comes and rolls around in front of me and begs me to accept homosexuality, I will say, I will never. Even if it's joined by Hillary, even if they are joined by Bill Gordon Brown, and they all roll in the mud, I'll say, no, even the martyrs of Uganda martyrs died in 1886. Huh? 86. That is 26 of them fighting this same thing. We can't betray. So if they want to take their aid, they can get their aid and take it away. God has given us oil. We are now like Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, amongst the powerful nations of the world.
Okay, well, you're watching Matters of Policy with me, Gawa Tegule, and the man exploding there is Pastor Martin Ssempa, who does that all the time. By the way.